Hello everyone, and welcome to Floodland. Today we have been graciously given a key by the team at Ravenscourt to play this society survival game. This game is going to be set in a world destroyed by climate change. This is an awesome take, in my opinion, on a post-apocalyptic strategy game where we can explore, scavenge, and build a city to unite the clans. All this is also going to be in kind of like, as you can tell, a flooded land. I've been given a press review of the 1.2 Springtide update, and I'm going to be covering some of the content and bug fixes that they have added to the game. And we're going to roll right into bug fixes, and I'll be sure to chop up the video so you can jump to things you're interested in, and you can get right to the video, or you can look at some of the cool stuff that they added, and there's a lot of cool stuff. But anyway, bug fixes. There's been fixes for all significant player complaints, and a ton of bug fixes. Some of the research I was doing while kind of figuring out all this stuff, and something I wanted to highlight, is they seem to really care about their community, which I thought would be something to, show you guys. They really went out of their way to, well, not out of their way because it's their game, but they really put some effort into this update, and I'd like to highlight that as well. But this is going to be the biggest update ever made for the game. Vile Monarch, the game developer, has worked on this update for 4.5 months. Stability and performance issues have been fixed. Crashes are now significantly reduced. Things like pathing issues are also fixed. Bugs preventing shacks from being updated to houses have also been fixed. And the district autonomy law has been fixed. The law is now more clearly described in the game to avoid misunderstandings. These are some of the bigger highlights out of the many bug fixes that they've done, so I do recommend you going to take a look at the log. Anyway, we're going to move on to content now. There are 8 new leaders and clans, so there are also a ton of backstory with these leaders and clans too. It took me a little bit to just look through them all and decide which one I wanted. It really adds, a little bit of a personal touch on your playstyle. There are also 4 new starting island layouts. I've seen a few of these because I've had to restart a few times on mine, just learning the game and all. And there is also new map islands on top of all that. And they've added 3 new laws to the already humongous law passing screen. I was blown away by how much stuff was in here. There's also 20 new story notes that can help you piece together what happened prior to the days of the flood and things like that from what I've seen. And there are also 10 new story events. And another cool thing that they also added was a mushroom hut. This building is going to increase the range of your foragers' huts, which I thought was super helpful because I was able to just slap down one forager's hut and I was able to cover pretty much my entire island. And it was a lot less manpower, a lot less foragers' huts in general, just on my island, wasting manpower. And it helped a lot. And on top of all of this, they went as far to add a couple of new Steam achievements just for the funsies. And again, I would encourage you to go look at the changelog in general, because there's some other stuff in there too, like graphics and all that good stuff. But these are kind of the big ticket items that I wanted to cover. And we are just going to roll right into those new leaders and clans. Okay, and here we are with that starting clan selection screen. Kind of talking about some of those clans and leaders here. First up, we're going to have Good Neighbors here, which are residents from a suburban community. They have American traditions and democratic ideals. They're old world liberty. They also have some clan traits here, which are for their leader, and also there's their clan outright. So all water filters 25% faster, and then enables night shift in production buildings, increases the work time by 35% at the cost of increased rest. And next up we have the Oak Hill survivors. These are going to be neighboring families from Oak Hill who survived in a shelter. They were forced out after the ventilation failed and thrust upon the world. They're old world unity, and their leader trait is Drill Sergeant, which increased clan members' walking speed by 20%, of course. And they're ascetic. Members of this clan eat 50% less safe food and risky food, so they're pretty much just disciplined. We have the Fire Brigade here. These will be the members that we play in the gameplay footage that you're about to see. Air quote walkthrough. I might make a walkthrough. This is a really fun game. But they were founded by a rescuer of a fire department, and they are very determined to help others, and they seem to have a strong sense of justice. Their New World Liberty, their leader trait is to reduce the effects of crime by 50%, and they are resilient. During an epidemic, modifies a sick person's time for a disease to become lethal by 150% for the clan members. Then we have Burkut-3. I'm saying that correctly. They're descendants from a former oil drilling platform. Whenever supplies ran out, they decided to sail for the mainland and were in their own way thrust upon the world. This is New World Unity. Their leader trait is to add 1 to the level of precision specializations for all clans. And they're explorers, so searching and collecting resources is 50% faster for all clans. Then we have the Radiant Future here. It is a group that believes in only the future. They seem to be like a hardcore religious group, and it seems kind of like these 4 on this side don't really have like an origin per se like these do. If I'm reading that incorrectly, I'm not sure, because like these guys come from oil, these guys come from fire rescue, these guys come from shelter, these guys come from like some suburbia, but it kind of like trails off into like more just groups that were found over time, I suppose, with no specific origin. Anyway, these guys kind of focused on the future here. This is New World Unity. They're nomads, so it expands the range of buildings that collect resources within an area, and they do rigorous drills. It adds 1 level to the level of discipline specializations for the clan. Then we have our friendly neighborhood communist, the commune. They believe the basis for survival is cooperation and mutual respect. This is New World Liberty. The recyclers, so building deconstructions recover 40% resources, and they are outlasting. So unrest is modified by negative 20% for the clan. We have Bones and Roots. This is a very origin-based society. They like to, like, from where they come from. Their New World Unity, they have a strong hand for the leader. The clans will work night shifts with 50% lesser unrest penalties, and born in a junkyard. Production in all recycling facilities is 33% faster. And then we have our democratic youths. These are kind of like the bougie apocalyptic survivors, as you can see. They're like the capitalist-based society. Of course, this communist gotta have capitalist. And they're an old world liberty. So they're swift talkers for their leader. Adds 1 to the level of expression specializations of all clans. And they have nerves of steel. This clan's negative relations with other clans result is lower unrest by 75%. So in the coming video, we're going to be playing the Fire Brigade here. Mostly just because I kind of like their origin. And we can, you know, kind of dive into the particular leaders here and their stories. I'll let y'all spend time reading that if you want. I'll pop those open for you, but we're gonna hop right into the game here and get to the good stuff. So hopefully you enjoy.
When I was 15, I buried my sister with my own hands. Some think the event was the cause, but it all began long before. I remember the times of confusion and strife. I heard the silence that drowned the screams. The event was simply the final blow. Some say those in charge failed us. Others, that we are all to blame. But we dwell too much on what's behind. I say, let's focus on what lies ahead. And ahead, I see hard-working hands building houses. I see strong backs carrying food. And smiles. The smiles that greet newcomers. I cried when my sister died. And now we mourn our friend as she is taken by the water. But tomorrow, I don't fear tomorrow I'll be crying, because I know if we make it, we can all sit back and laugh.
And here we are dropping right into it. So I got some tutorials here. I've played a little bit, so I will kind of go through some of the earlier tutorials here. Wow, this is actually the same map that I started with actually when I played through. But, yeah. Here we are. We can accelerate time, do all that stuff. But, I'll just get right into it. I'll stop saying and stuff. We've arrived. This is where the scouts set up those flares. It looks like they were right. They found the signs I have told them to look for. I must say, I'm a touch nervous. We're going to try restarting civilization, or at least give it the initial spark. However, this isn't something people do every day, you know? So, yeah. Essentially, we're going to be needing to gather a good old food supply. We need to find all the scouts and establish a permanent settlement. Well, I won't try to read too much to take up anyone's time, but here's a little explore tab. But there's a lot of cool stuff to do in this game, and I am thoroughly impressed with what's involved in it already. Because there's all sorts of gathering, you can search large piles of stuff, and all these cool little buildings. Yep, ruined places like this water tower. Go ahead and search it. Also search that yacht. And these buildings. And these flags down here will allow us to explore like little areas. And pretty much these areas are chopped up into little islands. You'll be able to see the borders once I explore this area a little bit more. Just need to get the outlines of it going. And need to gather a lot of food too. Sizzling. Oh, did we find him? Nope, just an encyclopedia of this building we searched. Sounds good enough. Keep exploring, keep exploring. Okay. Did we not find enough safe food yet? Jeez. Come on. Come on, guys. Work harder. I know we're a commune pretty much, but let's get to work here. Okay. Seems like we've got enough for now. Now that we know we won't starve, we can get to jump-starting civilization. It almost feels like biogenesis out there, with these untamed flooded lands. Scouts we've sent to explore the area moved on to continue their expedition. We should find them and see what kind of information they might have obtained. I need to talk with them to see if they discovered any details about the power plant. Okay. We got assignments here. We can go in here and just check all that we got, the things we've completed, and the active things. Very nice. Still want to explore a little more here. Push some of this mist back. Scouts are probably here. Okay. Flares up all over the place. Alright, cool. We've cleared out some of the areas that we need for searching. We're still pretty good on water. I'm surprised we found clean water in this old water tower like that. Okay, we found the scouts have barely survived the expedition. They lost most of their equipment and resources while their boat sank in the storm. Now they are happy to join us. Okay, but they don't want to join us in case we can't feed them, but we got enough food, so we're good to go. My fellow firemen. I suspected as much, but our scouts have confirmed it. This is the area. The rebirth power plant is leaking a very specific isotope, non-toxic, so don't worry, into the water around here, which proves we're in the right place and gives us a direction. However, there's a massive swath of untamed floodland that needs to be combed through. It's okay, we got this. We've had our first theft. Seagulls. They're getting to everyone's food. We need to start making some serious group storage buildings. Okay, will do. So here's another thing I think is super interesting. Look at this freaking tech tree. So pretty much we start in the Stone Age and we're going to progress through the types of building materials and things we can grab. And this is just a humongous building tree. so much stuff to research for growth, for all sorts of things. Exploration, well-being. It's quite impressive, I would say. And it is engaging, and there's a lot to do in this game. This is just an island of many that we're starting off on. We'll go ahead and upgrade this storage. Seagulls won't be getting into our food stores anymore. Sounds good to me. Since we turned our encampment into storage, we no longer have a place to sleep. For now, we've built ourselves provisional tarps. Okay, we need to make sure we provide tents for our people. So, I will go ahead and research for my people. And we will go ahead and start setting those up. Yeah, let's just congregate around the storage. And these do 3 per person. We'll just fill out all around. Okay, that'll be a nice beginning. That'll shelter our people. We have been searching through these areas. Let's continue to harvest. Oh, okay, we got shelter and we got research on top of that. Time for a reality check. We know this wouldn't be a quick camp adventuring before we could even start looking for the power plant, or camping adventure. We have to think about setting up something more permanent and more sustainable, with solid, sustainable methods of gathering food and water and materials. Okay, so we're trying to make a permanent footprint here. Let's just continue to grab all the stuff we can. But we can upgrade to the next technological age, which is trash. And that's something I can get behind. So we can get a sorting hut. It allows people to gather stuff from the large deposits we can't really touch quite yet. And we can get a fishing dock, and a water still, and a field kitchen. This will allow us to cook the food we grab, and the water still will allow us to get a clean supply of sustainable water. A lot of good stuff that we need. Is there anything over here? Yep, there's some wood. Let's just grab it. Some more food. And it seems, I'm not entirely sure, but it does look like berries and like berries will regrow, or like foodstuffs, and then rubbish will wash up on shore because, you know, it's still a broken down society where everything is still kind of like getting washed away. So, makes sense. Nothing feels vastly, you know, unrealistic. And we got a bunch of our workers out here. Do they have names? Oh, do they not have names? Okay, well, it makes sense. I guess we can have a lot of people in this game, I'd imagine. Be quite a lot to load on the processor. Ye-old processor. Okay, survival. We'll go ahead and grab a field kitchen. This produces 15 safe food daily. We're taking 20, so we need another one. Water still. That gives us 17.5. So we need 2 of these to get water. I will place it as close as possible to this general area. Then a fishing dock. Takes 20. It's 15. This makes 15. So 1 fishing dock per field kitchen, I'd imagine, is what we're going for. Wait, does it depend on how many fish are in the area for this fishing dock? I don't know. That should be enough for us total. And a sorting hut will help greatly. So we can grab these things here, these large deposits that we can't normally grab without a sorting hut. Oh, we can also renovate this house. I'll be honest, probably the most I've gone to so far is this next island, and then everything else from there is going to be new for me. So we're going to be learning together. But this game is pretty easy to understand, and it has a lot to offer, so I never find myself, you know, getting lost or not understanding what they're trying to get across, because, I mean, as you see, there's a plethora of tutorials and stuff. We'll go ahead and make this the top priority, because we need rubbish to build most of the stuff. Okay, and then we're going to start getting a daily supply of 62.5 rubbish a day. Sheesh. That's a lot of rubbish. Yep, we can also search, I forgot, these little, like, boat wrecks and all sorts of strange things. I'm sure there's a lot more to research, or search in general, but there's definitely a lot of research too. And we get these old encyclopedias and stuff, I think, which is used for, like, I guess, research. Come on with the rubbish. Okay, we got a good supply of water going. We don't need so many people on it. 8.8. Can I drop another person from this to be fine? No, we're losing. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We're going to start running out of people to work here in a bit, so we need to be mindful of our workforce. We just need risky food, which is going to be these fishies. Okay, that's fine. Can I explore here? Okay, we got some medicine stuffs. Some more rubbish in general. Oh, nice, very nice. We do need the rubbish. We've pretty much scavenged most things on this island over here. So it'll just be like the reoccurring things here and there. And I like how the leader kind of talks down here. And it kind of just, I guess... I haven't got to the laws yet. I know there's like a society/civilization we can actually build. We squared away most of our basic needs. This is a good first step. We can't find anything if we're starving to death or dying of dehydration. After all, civilizations consist of people, and people have biological beings with biological limitations and biological needs. Okay, sounds good to me. We need to start applying the scientific method to researching the area. There's a lot of things we could be doing if we had the technology. This area seems to have a lot to offer. Resources, derelicts. Also, this isotopic runoff from the Rebirth power plant has thankfully not killed off the local fish population. So we're going to need to get a place for people to study. And we're going to have to go to the next age of wood. Probably going to... Well, we can't grab that quite yet. But we have an ample supply of wood, in my opinion, because we've been searching so much stuff. And we have our fishing... One of our fishing things up and going. We need to get a study going. I'll go ahead and place study over here. Just kind of off the street. Because I think I'm going to renovate this into a housing area. Which is nice. Okay, another fishing hut. We are losing fish. So we're going to go ahead and just... Yep, we have some workers here. And storage. We can see the task list. Stockpile tasks, explore tasks, construction tasks. Okay, this is kind of like the infrastructure center. But we're going to go ahead and cut the workforce in half, just so we have spare workers. And we'll go ahead and slap somebody on that. And we have a 0 gain on risky food, but we're getting a positive in everything else. So, doing pretty good for ourselves. We do need more rubbish, though, so I will probably do something about that, because there is a pretty ample supply of that over here. Oh, study, oh, study, oh, study. Oh, we got a decision here. So this may sound silly, I know, but you see, I'm a little worried that we have a gambling plague in the settlement. There's nothing really going on lately, and out of boredom, people have started betting on stupid things. whether it will rain, how many seagulls they will count on the shore, who will be the biggest mushroom, who will find the biggest mushroom. For now it's fun, but I think they're starting to take it more and more seriously. I've already heard the first arguments. Perhaps you could intervene before things get unpleasant. I don't want to lower morale. So I'll go ahead and go with the choice I chose last time, and I think it's a good medium, a good compromise. Let them bet, but the loser is to give parts of the gains to the common vault. So I must say I like it. We have added a lot of resources to the shared pool out of today's bets alone. What's more, people have suddenly become less eager for such petty gambling. I guess it won't be a problem anymore. People do get annoyed. So we have unrest. Relations are a result of two clans' worldwide compatibility. How much interaction with one another and how much of that contact happens in recreation buildings. Both positive and negative relations affect the level of unrest. So people are a little upsetty spaghetti about that law, I guess, we passed. But, dab on him. We still need a crap ton of rubbish. I wonder if those giant sorting facilities also, saving. I wonder if the giant sorting facilities also still harvest these smaller deposits that are around. That would be really cool. Okay, we're getting a lot of rubbish a day. But this study requires wood, which I forgot. Let's just go ahead and renovate this house. So we need to actually expand over here. So this is going to be an entirely new island that we can do. As you can see, we have a little one here, and just to show you the perspective here, these maps can get pretty big. There's a lot to do here. Okay, we've finally renovated our house too. Little septic tank there. And now we have people who can go into that study. So you're getting 31 a day. You're getting 31.30. Okay, well. 2 people go into the study. Yep. Thank you. Actually, I didn't need to do that. Go ahead and do this. Wanted to cut the workforce in half anyway. So now we're gaining research using old world relics. Gives us +10 a day. Okay. So things like those books that we usually, actually, no, never mind. Just old world relics. Oh, those books help us specialize. Okay. Well, now we need some spare people here. So we're going to cut the workforce in half even more. We're going to add 3 people here. And we're going to go ahead and explore this new island we have here. And just explore the whole area. We also got medications, which will keep our people nice and healthy. I haven't had to worry about disease quite yet, but I'm sure it will be an issue. We've now got ourselves a facility where some people can call themselves scientists. Well, that's maybe a bit of an exaggeration. Apprentices of science is probably more appropriate. But they're doing science, working to help all of us with improvements in construction, engineering, and, well, everything. Okay, now that we've got the beginnings of a real settlement, we need to keep in mind what our goal is. If we actually find the Rebirth power plant, we'll have to run the Rebirth power plant. We need to start training people into specialized skills. We'll need people who can work, think, lead, and follow. We've been fighting with sticks for decades. We need to put that behind us. We need to become civilized once again and focus on things, and focus on training people in ways that would be useful for maintaining a permanent settlement or working with technology. So we're going to go ahead and set up a specialized work post for people with the Fortitude specialization. But we're going to go ahead and set up this new area so we can hopefully find some more people, because we're running a little low on the old people. I'm not sure if it is, because like I said, I kind of got to discovering this island and then I just kind of stopped. Because I did want to save my reactions for all the cool stuff that were happening. Because the first beginning of this, I was like, ooh, wow. Because there was a lot of cool stuff happening. But I did kind of stop here. So after pretty much searching this island full of stuff, we'll be right back to where I am. Academy? People gather here to study textbooks in order to raise their respective clans' experience to develop specializations. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. I'm going to grab the logging hut because I know we need that. Following buildings receive a new operation mode. Study, research facility, research institute, research mode. Provides a stable but slow production of research. I'll grab that in case we run out of research. We'll go to survival. They want a fishing wharf now. Needs to be built on shallow water, close to a fishing school. This grabs a lot of fish. I do want that. That'll cut down on how many people we have in one thing at a time. One fisher wharf, the rubbish fisher wharfs. And standard mode. Or we can grab Academy. That provides people with a place to learn. People gather here to study textbooks in order to raise their respective clans' experience to develop specializations. So we have an experience level? Clan experience. By studying in the academy, when clan experience reaches a certain level, they can learn a new specialization or improve an existing one. Interesting. I don't know what this entails, but we have quite a few books, so let's use them. Okay, we're still kind of searching around over here. People in a small storage live too far from the workplace. Consider building a road or constructing homes close to it. Oh, over here. They're having a hard time getting to work. Makes sense. I want to move this more to the center of the island. And then I'm going to kind of change it here. So do these have their own respective populations? I don't think so. But let's do what they ask. Actually, let's search these buildings. Maybe we'll be able to find a building that we can search for, kind of renovate it. Are ready to develop their specialization. Okay. Oh, where did this... Okay, so clan profile. Pick one specialization to improve by 1 level. Maximum level is up to 3. Precision, striving for accuracy and thoroughness in work. Precision allows your people to work more efficiently in jobs like harvesting soybeans or farms or recycling plastic. Or we can do it for fortitude, physical strength, stamina, and endurance. Fortitude allows your people to work more efficiently in jobs like catching fish, rubbish, scrap, sorting stations, or an ability to add personality and flair to your work. Expression influences most work connected with food production, like safe foods in kitchens and bakeries. Or erudition, knowledge obtained through study or research. Erudition allows your people to work more efficiently in jobs like collecting water, herbs, creating medications and apothecaries, and creating research in academies, or producing concrete in cement factories. Or we can have discipline, an ability to concentrate and work in a systematic, orderly way. Discipline allows your people to work more efficiently in jobs like scrap, wood, rubble, charcoal. I think I'm going to go for erudition. So influence and all that stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for erudition because I need a lot of research. So we'll improve that. And those are all the basic, I guess, specializations there. Okay, interesting. That's still kind of new to me, so sorry if I'm a little flabbergasted just kind of reading things. But that is very cool, Kanye. Oh, what do we got? We found something. It was in a cage, barely alive, but alive. It's beautiful. I haven't seen something like this in years. I think it's a girl, but it's a bird, and you know birds. It's a dove, a real dove, white as the snow used to be before. You know. Okay. We should feed it, let it free. We can cook it. You're right. We should keep the dove as a symbol of hope. We take turns taking care of it. Hopefully nobody eats it. Okay, the fire brigade, they're placated. Sounds good to me. I really need these guys to make this thing over here. Can I build a road? Let's go ahead and it's probably best if we get a road somehow. Exploration. Path. I need rubble. Sure, let's get rubble going. Developed planks. I need planks for this. Oh my gosh, let's just jump, sure. We need more research for that, though. Jumped quite a few on the technology tree. Let me just go ahead and... We got a lot of rubbish. I'm gonna take these guys off here and have them march over here so we can get some more stuff going. Let's go ahead for academy. Want to increase our specializations. A lot of rubble to take up over here. Wow, we got a lot of stuff. Path. Okay. And hacksaw would be nice. Roads. People move faster using roads, increasing work efficiency. What do we got? How much does a path cost? It costs wood. Interesting. Okay, so we have roads now, but I'm probably not going to use that. Okay, cool. We have people living here now, so we won't be stuck trying to get a lot of people over here. Okay, survivors found. There are people hiding in these ruins. They're willing to join us, but they don't want to breed ill will by forcing any one of us to share their water rations. So we need to have a sufficient supply of drinking water. Dude, we're good. You're all good. Come join us. I would like to turn a lot of these areas into kind of a production hub, maybe over here. Clan profile. We need to increase fortitude because that's part of the quest. So let's go ahead and just do that. And wow, we can do even more. Let's go ahead and grab something for that. Unlock and search a ruined house. Lockpicks. We only have one. I'm gonna hold on to that. Can we just deconstruct the building? What's stopping us from doing that? Okay, even if we have one, it'll still go through. Or in terms of research, like if we have one book, it'll still keep going, which is nice. Well, so I thought. Standard build? Okay, we are now losing... Oh, water, okay. Survival, water purifier. Insectide, ew. Exploration, medium storage. Hacksaw would be nice, so we can deconstruct some of that stuff. Shacks. Not too interested in right now. But let's get rid of some of this stuff. We can get rid of these houses that we don't need. Boat wrecks. We can get rid of a lot of this wood stuff. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and make a few more tents over here as well. Okay, this should be enough for most of the people who work over here. We do have some idle people. Not anymore. water is going down. Let's just take from here. Someone in this new water hut. And all is good. One of the specialized work thingies. Try and go ahead and take this radio tower. Go ahead and unlock and search that. Get rid of this old building. Guess we need a sorting lodge, yeah. Oh, it's because we don't have enough storage for rubbish. Okay. Can I just straight up upgrade this? I can. Very nice. Survival, I'd like a water purifier, please. Wow, that gives a lot of water per day. Again, I will not be too... Just look at us. A while ago we were a bunch of ragged tramps, forgive the language, but I also mean myself, and now we're like a well-oiled survival machine. At this rate, we might not even need the rebirth power plant for civilization to be, well, reborn. But we will find it, and this will be our renaissance. Okay, radio tower, radio live transmission. I've learned that this power plant was a part of an experimental project, a joint venture between the private sector and the government. That's why there's so much military remains in the area, including a nearby radio tower. Some of the scouts that were sent to this area are yet to be found. They should have a radio receiver on them, though. If we can get the tower up and running, we might be able to contact them. Okay. Integrate other clans into the community. We need to work together towards one goal, under one leader. You, human nature, and many challenges will be your first real obstacle. Okay. So these can get, like, another person added onto them. Oh, because we require a worker with fortitude. Okay, that's how that works. Okay, the music's going off. All right. Let's reclaim that radio tower. Go ahead and get rid of this ruin house. And we can't get rid of that just yet. Okay, go off music. Jeez. Here is a district manager. So this is one whole district. Current matters. Hunger. Health. Okay. Risk of disease in Aquarius Estate. Well, gonna have to fix that. Well-being. Have a medical tent. Seriously sick people require more time and medicine to get there. Okay. I need an herbal station. So that will make medications. Hopefully I don't get copyright for this music. Okay. Glad you're able to fix the radio tower. Now all we have to do is send the signal out to the world and wait. Well, if there's anything we have plenty of, it is water and time. Transmissions. Start transmission. Use a radio tower. Okay, huzzah, the radio tower is up and running. I knew it. Turns out it was built by a company owned by Ivo Garza, the head honcho behind the Rebirth program. They've used to be a big shot before. The event, also famously a very hard man who liked to drink. Okay. There was a group of scouts I sent to the area some time ago to confirm if the Rebirth power plant was really here. They've settled here, finding shelter in a former factory site. We were able to get a hold of them using the radio tower. They want to join our community, even though they don't know you or your people. I tried to tell them it wasn't going to be very impressive, but they seemed very excited to have some new people to talk to. Okay. What are we searching for? Nothing right now. So we have this over here. Reclaim Flooded Factory. Can be adapted into Reclaim Flooded Factory. This will give us nuts. Search for people. So we need to get there. Do I do it from here? Expedition. Oh, prepare a new expedition. There we go. Idle people. 1, 2, 3. So they do have names now. 5 days. We'll have 5 days. What's the max amount of days we can do? We'll say 60 days. 2 months worth of expedition. Go for it. Pathfinder camp. Go there. Okay. Wow, we just lost a lot of food. It's okay. We are still gaining a lot. Actually, no, we're not. I need a better kitchen. Survival, kitchen, yes. That way I can upgrade my kitchens here. I need planks. Whoa. Oh, nice. Here's this little crappy Pathfinder camp that they're floating with. Okay. Here they are, setting up camp. Throwaway resources. Let's go ahead and search for people here. Upgrade to a new district. District maker technology needs to be developed first. Okay, exploration. District maker technology. Survival. Exploration. District maker. Okay. We need wood cutting station. Survival. Wood cutting station. Or growth. Wood cutting station. Done. Exploration. Pathfinder camp speed boost. Not enough research. Okay, makes sense. A new clan has been discovered. The Democratic Youth. If times were different, the representatives of the Democratic Youth would probably be dressed in expensive suits and occupy high positions in very important companies, trading millions of dollars. But times are what they are. Okay. There are people living here. They have lived here for a few months now. Tough ones, yet. Now some of them, tired of this place, would like to join us in exchange for being accepted to our settlement. They offer valuable medicines. Yeah, sure. We will do that. Back home. No. Okay, new clans have... Oh, sorry about that. New clans have joined your settlement. Alright, so we... Oh, we do have a different peoples here. Okay. And they are not currently on this island. There are no resources to gather within the range of one gatherer's hut. Oh, all the fish are dead. Well, not dead, but gone. Do they come back? I think so. I hope so. We are losing food now. Okay. We need to upgrade the kitchen, but we don't quite have that, so let's go ahead and grab another kitchen. Woo. It's getting spicy in here. Heavy workload. Workers have difficulties keeping up with tasks. That'll be right. Back home. Okay, they're all gonna head back. Nice. It's super cool to see them kind of getting their makeshift thing over there. Okay, expedition has returned safely. An epidemic has started. There were infections during the expedition. We brought the scouts to our new settlement. They confirmed what I had assumed. We are not alone in the area. They also had some interesting insights about the situation in the city right now. The event, supposedly, when the dam started flooding the area, a clash between civilians and the military started. Okay. Got some more research here. I don't mean to alarm you, but people are coming down with an abdominal pain and vomiting. It seems to be contagious. I think it started after people ate some dead animals. They were just lying out in the sun. Good job. However, people are blaming the power plant for poisoning the water. Well, I consider myself a scientist, and I can tell you it's not the case. It's a cold fusion reactor. Perfectly safe. Okay, we are losing medications, but we need planks. Wood cutting station. That turns that into planks. I'll go ahead and place that over here. So we get some planks going. I know we're going to need it. And a logging camp for this area. Okay. People do be getting pretty sick. We are running out of medication. We are also losing a tad bit of water. People are sick. They need your help. Yeah, no crap. Look for... Okay, we got another area that'll allow us to research some stuff. Oh wow, we got an airport over there. Okay. Active epidemic. Survival of the fittest over here. Exploration. District maker, yes. Okay. District maker. Law committee. It's not yet time to think of this. Check back later. District manager. There's crime here. Health, homelessness is a problem. Okay. Let's get an expedition going. Expedition. You're gonna have rations for, let's say, 30 days. Send you all over there. Clan relations button at the screen to see the attitudes between clans. Okay, so we have diplomacy. It says survive the... Oh, we're just surviving the epidemic. Okay, nothing too serious. Just survive. Okay, here goes the new expedition here. We're currently doing good for food, but we are losing a lot of the raw food that we need to keep up with production. More research is necessary. More medicine. How much storage can this hold? Not too much. I think our medical tent is able to keep up with most of this, thankfully. Can I do this herbal station? I need planks. I need planks so bad. We've met some people here. They'd like to join us. Do you want them in our settlement? Heck yeah. The people we've met, they're eager to join us. We can pick a clan. Most of them should join, but let them make their final decision on their own. Okay. Once in a while, you will encounter a story event. Often, with different choices, those choices can be approved or disapproved by different clan chiefs. However, a choice highlights the clan chiefs who approve it. However, the chief's portrait will highlight the preferred choice as well. What? Okay. We'll let them join the Democratic Youth since... So they will join the Democratic Youth. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, we're too full here. Can I build anything to... Into small district. Not enough resources in this camp. Okay, well let's go back home, I guess. There's only so much we can do. How could anyone have thought the problem was with the water? If that had been the cause, the issue would persist. Again, cold fusion is safe. The Garza power plant is safe. People wouldn't stand in the way of progress. After the whole toxic water rumor, there have been some arguments and misunderstandings among the people in the settlement. If something isn't done, this might escalate into all-out violence. We can't find the Garza power plant if we tear ourselves apart with petty squabbling. There is more than just an expedition, but an attempt at building a real society. We're going to need some kind of law and order. You need to establish the kind of institutions that will help us not only survive, but also prosper and develop. Laws define the rules of the community. You can manage them after clicking the law committee at the bottom of the screen. Okay. I don't need that. It's scaffolding production. Woodcutting station, lumber mill, focus on scaffolding to enable reaching unstable areas. Okay. Let's go look at these laws real quick. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Wow. That is absolutely crazy. So, a codex with written rules and the foundation of all laws allows you to build bonfire, canteen. Bonfires fulfill the need for recreation, granting influence proportion to the satisfaction of the people using it. Canteens fulfill the need for recreation, granting influence. After establishing this law, you cannot suspend it. So we need to start with community law. Okay. The rule of law. Social distancing. Okay, so that's where influence comes into play. Alright. So now we have some good stuff. Makes canteens serving tasty food and beverages, distributes safe food and water, and allows your people to socialize. I need freaking planks for that, okay. Which we are not getting? It's probably because they need... I don't know. I don't know why they're not getting that. Alright, I'm gonna get another expedition going here. Start a new expedition. 30 days worth of food. I'll say like 15 days, no, 10 days worth of food, because we don't really stay there that long. We usually just suck the island dry and then leave pretty shortly after. But I don't know where the heck our planks are. Oh, now we're getting planks. Okay. Oh, I see. Our relations are deteriorating, which is not very good. How many people can this serve? Serving tasty food and beverages, distributes safe drink and stuff. Oh, and this is going to be like the community center. So like people are going to want to be around here. That's how I get my influence. Interesting. I'm going to have to redesign everything now. Okay. I know. I'm trying to fix everything I can. Okay. Martial law, leader speech. Sometimes the right choice of words is enough to lift people's spirits. Make a speech that will modify the unrest of all clans from -12 to 25, depending on your choice. The speech also grants 15 influence. After establishing this law, you cannot suspend it. It's okay. So you decided to give a speech to your people. Good, it can do miracles to morale, as long as you choose your words wisely. What do you wish to speak about? I'm guessing their background is going to have some part to play in this. Maybe? I'll talk mostly about the new possibilities and what's ahead of us. I'll give a speech about the great civilization from before. Talk about this? I believe people generally understood your intention to focus on the future and finding new solutions. We'll see how much it resonates with them. 15 influence. Okay. So now that we've done this bonfire here, I'm going to go ahead and... Canteen. Bonfire. The canteen doesn't really do anything, right? Serves tasty food and beverages, distributes safe food and water, and allows your people to socialize. Yeah, this will be a good old bonfire, I guess. And I need better housing. Could do a shack, I guess. Or a home with rubble. How many people can this hold? 5? That sounds lovely. I love things of 5. Home. Okay, the clan profile to get more detailed information about a clan. Oh, I know, sweetie. But this is going to need to be the top priority here. Okay. There's been more and more violent incidents in our neighborhood lately. We're becoming kind of concerned in democratic youth. So far, it's been mostly insults and bruises and a couple of black eyes. But the culprits are apparently talking about showing the leaders' lapdogs how hard life is in the wetlands can be. Sorry. The leaders' lapdogs. How can they suggest things as preposterous as favoritism? This is all Fire Brigade's doing, I'm sure of it. Okay, let's punish people from both clans. They're upset. Okay. Things are getting really bad. I know you're supposed to be in charge and all, but I'm afraid I'm going to say things have gone too far. Our settlement's become a hive of unrest and crime. It's a horrible place to live. We worry about our families every day. Something has to be done. Something should be done already. But you got to do something now. Until you do it and protest, me and my crew are going to strike. Believe me, we didn't want this, but we no longer see any other option. Got to send you a message, loud and clear. Alright, but let me warn you that our patience is worn very, very thin. We need real change, and fast. Alright. Previously, I believed you would actually be able to restore the calm in our settlement, and that my threat of a strike would just be that, a threat. I was naive. Sure. I mean, I'm trying to... And so here we are. Maybe we should just resign. Think about it. Okay, things are getting... pretty bad. Okay, martial law. We live in a dangerous... unrest is increased by 19 for the duration of this law. After establishing the law, grant 25 influence. I don't think so. Bonfire and canteen satisfy the need for recreation 20% more efficiently. People consume 10% more safe food. After establishing this law, you can't suspend it. I would like that. Okay, water purifier. We're still losing a lot of water. Let's go ahead and just do that again. Food is going down. Life is getting scary. Good work. Strict rules are needed in any community, and the abandoned city is an example of what happens when you're not strict enough. Back in the day when civilians tried to attack the military, there wasn't enough will among the soldiers to pacify them. In results, some desperate fool blew up the dam, flooded the city. All this could have been avoided with a little law and order. I have some big news. I've been nose down in our study looking through everything, all the scouts' notes and every scrap of information we've been able to find so far, studying the levels of isotopes in the water and taking some geographic surveys and so on. Don't want to bore you. What I'm getting at is that now that we've settled in, I think we have enough resources to properly explore the area. The whole rebirth complex stood on a hill, so it's probably now an island. We should look for a landmark, a tall bulging chimney. With a bit of luck, we might be able to see this outlined through the fog. Alright, Chapter 2. If the rebirth power plant is still operational, it could change everything. Even if it turns out to be a silly fantasy, it's worth the attempt. It's also a simple goal for people to focus on and keep them motivated. Alright, hello everybody. This is future-like here, a little bit in the future with our community as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode now. Mostly because I don't want to spoil too much for everybody. And also, I do recommend you picking it up, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here, just to kind of a sneak peek of the future of our community that's here. We got some more advanced buildings, some more sustainable shellfish farms that pretty much will farm like a normal farm would, just shellfish, I guess. So steady supply of food. We got our houses going. We've got our upgraded kitchens. We got our rubbish collection. We got our medium storage bays that can collect a lot more. Our more advanced research facilities. Our police station here to help keep order. And also our little mushroom picker's hut that will let our foragers get a wider area, as you saw before. But yeah, there is so much to this map, and I barely scratched the surface in this video. So again, I will continue to urge you, get this game. It's really cool. My own personal opinion, I'm really enjoying it. And again, thank you for Ravenscourt and Plaion for giving me this opportunity to cover the Springtide update, and I hope it has influenced you in many ways to buy the game, everybody. But I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, everybody.